Oh man, is it finally time? Honestly, I'm surprised this game came out before Sleepy Joe bit the dirt.
If he hurries, he might be able to make it to level 20 before he keels over.
Oh, guys, sorry I'm late. Jill and I stopped to get ice cream. Is this that stupid game Donnie's been shilling over for a week?
I've never been a shill in my life. I'm honestly not sure why you're so torn up over Activision Blizzard anyway. At least the workers they violated were over 18. More than what can be said in your case.
I'm with Biden on this one, Trump. You saw the way they handled Diablo Immortal?
Diablo Immortal, is that the game that Donnie spent $8 grand on for a single 5-star gem?
What? That's preposterous. I've never spent a single penny on that game. 800% value my ass.
Didn't you post a screenshot the other day showing off 6 of those 5-star gems Biden was just talking about? Then you started posting your KD and PvP. Honestly, Donnie, you're just a giga whale.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. You're just a pissed off snowflake, Obama. You're mad because I destroyed you in PvP in that game over and over and over again. Stay mad.
Does it make you feel good at night when you sit huddled under the blanket on that game, beating up some little kid who can't even afford the 800% value pack?
Of course it does. Kid should have graduated before he left the womb. What's he been doing with his life? That's the problem with the current generation. They don't want to work.
Donnie, you don't really think that character looks like you, do you?
He should have stuck with the druid. His fat McDonald's loving ass would have been right at home on that character.
Oh, you guys are having a laugh now, but just wait. This sorcerer is going to cheat this game so hard that it's going to be like Sleepy here in 2020.
How many times do I have to tell you that election wasn't fraud? Cope harder, kiddo.
It's starting to become apparent why you chose Sorcerer now. Is there something you want to talk about, Donnie? Your power complex is showing.
Settle it down there, Obama. You ain't a savage. I didn't get where I am today by pussyfooting around and playing off-meta because some salty lames got too up in their feelings.
Truthfully, I think you should be the last person who should talk about someone else getting up in their feelings.
Hey, Obama, remember the time he tried playing Path of Exile and quit halfway through? He didn't even know what a resistance is. They dropped after Malachi and he kept dying over and over again. We got to remember his Rizless ass started with Diablo 3. I just can't respect that.
Don't go after Diablo 3 like that. The endgame may have been staler than Biden's pickup game, but at least the combat was fun. It was great until I got my 6th set. Then I snoozed like Joey.
Nothing holds a candle to Diablo 2. I don't think any ARPG could match its greatness. May have gotten older as time has gone on, but the remake certainly did justice in bringing it back to life.
Damn, if anything, I thought Joey would be the one clinging to that game. It's living rent-free in your head, man. It's time to move on.
Just because you feel comfortable giving that sus company money doesn't mean that I do. I'll buy the game once they prove they can maintain it and not rug switch some Diablo Immortal tactics onto us.
Blizzard? Rug switching? Never. How has that story mode been coming along for Overwatch 2?
Canceled harder than McCree himself.
You're supposed to call him Cassidy now.
See, that's exactly my point.
Maybe when Overwatch 3 comes out, I'll actually want to play that game.
When Overwatch 3 comes out, you'll be in the dirt. Don't worry, though. I'm sure you'll make it to the next Warcraft remake.
Don't say that. That's sus as hell. Nobody wants that shit.
Well, there is one thing we can be sure about. Whatever they choose to do next, I'm sure it will be aimed to put our pockets in jeopardy.
Well, I, for one, think the battle passes aren't really that bad. At least they didn't run my pockets and rewarded me for playing.
Until you end up not having the time to complete it and you have to buy your way to the end. There's always a catch, Donald. Stay woke.
Well, battle passes aren't bad until every single game you end up playing has them. How am I supposed to get Call of Duty's, Genshin's, and Honkai Star Rail's battle passes on top of Diablo 4S?
Genshin and Honkai? We're talking about real games here, Biden. That's talking even more predatory. If you play those games, you have no right to talk about predatory marketing in others. Also, this is why you get no bitches, weeb.
I'm pretty sure you wailed in all 3 of those games, Donald.
Just to prove I'm the best. Why wouldn't I?
Well, Joe already fell asleep. Your gameplay must be getting stale, Donald.
My gameplay isn't getting stale. This man could just fall asleep in the middle of a tornado. He did the same thing during Warzone, too.
Huh. You know what? I wasn't sleeping. I was just closing my eyes for a second.
It's okay to let him know that sorcerers are boring, Joe.
What would you rather have had me play? Oh, knowing you, probably a necromancer, you use your honeyed words to move a crowd and then hide behind them.
Someone sounds upset that they didn't get 2 terms. Skill issue.
That's why he plays Source. This man would get slain on anything else. Real men play barbarians.
Of course you'd be a barbarian player. What do, Joe? Run the whirlwind build and fall asleep on the mouse?
Have you been watching me through my window? That's sus.
Necromancer is always the way to go. Has been since Diablo 2, always will forever after it.
Necromancer is all right. I might have gave it flack before, but when it gets going, it's fun.
The one redeeming thing about Diablo 3 was the Wizard's Firebird build. It made me feel like a walking Biden blast in game.
Meanwhile, Donnie is over here using the same primary attack for the past 6 minutes. Real thrilling, Don. Thank you.
Just wait until I get chain lightning. Everything is going to turn to ash in an instant. That's when I just get to click my way through the game and let the bolt do the rest.
And he calls Whirlwind boring.
Won't be long until he gets to the boss. Then we'll see if his chain lightning is still going to work or if they nerfed the hell out of it since the beta.
There is absolutely no way that they nerfed chain lightning. Those Reddit degenerates would be screaming down Blizzard's throat before they could even take a breath.
And it still doesn't even end up solving the problem until way later. Blizzard doesn't listen until it's too late. They're the same type of people to try to put new siding on a house that just got obliterated by a hurricane. The damage was done.
Should have handled it like Hurricane Sandy instead of Hurricane Katrina.
This game's aesthetics are super grim. I'm glad they shaved off the old cartoony design they tried to shift to with Diablo 3. The cartooniness didn't feel like it was true to the nature of what Diablo was always meant to be.
I wholeheartedly agree. Even if I liked Diablo 3, the aesthetics weren't my cup of tea. Oh, I did like the high heavens area, though. Walking through the marble structures while slaughtering countless demons were some of my favorite memories playing that game.
I like Path of Exile more than both of them. The depth is nice.
You say that, but we both know you just follow a build guide and turn your brain off. There is zero way that you can actually understand that skill tree.
I'm with Donnie here. There is no way you comprehend it. You had issues playing Diablo 3 when we first started it, and that game is as straightforward as it could be.
Yeah, fine. I may or may not have watched a video or two on Methil's build guides.
Sounds about right. At least you can respec easily in this game, Slow Joe. Maybe you should pick it up. I hear you'd love Druid.
Fuck you, Trump. I'm not slow. You're the dumbass who spent an entire minute without specking into chain lightning and almost died for it.
I was wondering if he was ever going to notice.
Can you two shut up? I'm trying to focus.
What do you even need to focus on? Just press right-click. That busted chain lightning is just going to slay it.
Will you tone it down on the chain lightning slander? I'm not jumping your gun over hiding behind minions the entire time when you play.
Damn, that big motherfucker reminds me of you, Donnie. Fat, ugly, and full of more hate than an elderly woman going through menopause.
You know, I don't have to take this shit from you, Joe.
Oh, here you two go again. Do I have to sit you all down for a therapy session again? You're 2 grown-ass men.
Oh, no, Obama, I'm perfectly fine. This was in the bag from the moment I started. Easy first boss. I can't wait to rip through the rest.
You heard the man. Leave a like or think about subscribing for more AI Presidents content. Thank you.
His ass cheated with that busted build.
Stay mad.